Hi everybody, this is Janet McCandless. I want to thank you for participating in the online music course that I'm making available through ADF. I do also want to make a couple of quick apologies. I'm really sorry that it's taken me so long to get my technology worked out. And I'm also really sorry that the microphone is making me sound like I have a lisp. I'm going to go ahead and experiment with different types of microphones as we go on, but right now I just wanted us to be able to get started. So in this video segment, I'm going to be providing a course overview, and then I'm also going to be giving a brief introduction to the Music Tree series. So what are we hoping to accomplish in this course? What am I hoping to accomplish? What am I hoping to bring to you? Well, in music education, we tend to divide course levels into elementary, intermediate, and advanced. And each one of these has a certain kind of exit standard. And mostly the differences between intermediate and advanced is how complex the material is and also how much fluency the student has with it and how fluidly they can play it. So in the elementary level, there's more of a focus on just establishing a good foundation of skills that will take you to the intermediate and the advanced levels. And my goal is that by the time we finish this course, you will be ready to move into intermediate levels of music studies with a teacher of your own choice. For the elementary course, I feel that an online environment is possible, an online learning environment is possible, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, to see if that's really true. And so I really do depend on your feedback and your honest feedback about this to see whether this experience is giving you what you need. And so there will be opportunities that I will make available that we can engage in some online chat and some one-on-one feedback through Skype. So what is involved with elementary piano studies? What is that foundation that we're trying to build? Well, there are many factors to it. One is that you become comfortable using the entire keyboard, that your hands become comfortable working together to play at the same time, that you gain fluency in reading notes, and also in decoding the symbology of the music score that goes beyond just the written notes on the staff. It also means that you gain an understanding of the basics of music theory, how music is put together, how patterns are formed, how structures are made, and how to recognize these at a glance. But beyond that, it's really important to me that each of you learn to find your own musical voice, which you've already done in other ways with music, but maybe not with the keyboard as of yet. So through the exercises and the assignments that we have, that you find how you can personally express yourself through the keyboard. How does the Music Tree help us do that? Well, the Music Tree is a really special course because it was developed by a woman who didn't just care about filling her students' time with music assignments, but she really cared about how they learned, and she really was passionate about helping them have an experience with music that was positive and successful. And one of the things that Frances Clark noticed pretty early into her teaching career was that the kind of methods that exist and that have been around for the last 150 years or so, those methods don't necessarily address the aspect of learning music, becoming musically literate and understanding music theory in a way that works the best for us. In fact, a lot of ways are very cumbersome, they're very unwieldy, and they put obstacles in our way rather than removing those obstacles to our learning. And so over the course of her 50-year career, Frances Clark created the Music Tree. And the Music Tree is a program for growth, for musical growth at the piano. And like a tree, it establishes and roots itself and then branches and flowers. And so everything is sequential and everything comes at the right time, at the right season. And so as one develops in this way, by the time that you finish the course that I set out for us to do, you should be able to take this wherever you want to go from there. So what are the things specifically that we're going to be learning? A lot. I already touched on some of the things that an elementary course does, but let's get into specifics. By the end of the 2B book, we will have covered both the treble and bass staff, so we'll learn about 4 octaves worth of notes. We will understand key signatures and time signatures, key signatures up to 2 sharps and 2 flats, and time signatures in both simple and complex meter. We will understand tempo and dynamic markings and other musical symbols like, for example, the signs for first and second ending, repeat signs, phrases, bar lines, all that kind of stuff. Your hands will be really comfortable moving over the entire keyboard and extending beyond just the normal 5-finger patterns that most elementary piano methods stay within. And this is really important for you to make that jump to the intermediate level. You will also have learned to read music by interval. Seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, and sixths will be covered in this course with some touching on the octave. Another really special aspect of this course is the improvisational segments. I really love how the improvisational segments are set up because they start at the very first lesson. And it helps you take even very simple concepts that you've learned and to play with them. And I think that it's really important. So many music methodologies keep us on a really rigid way of thinking about music, and that we have to do exactly what's on the page. So sometimes we can get locked into doing that, and then it's hard for us to step outside of that and be inventive. So I love the idea that from the very first lesson, this course is focused on keeping you flexible and thinking outside of the box as a musician. So I think that's about it for now. I'm going to wrap this video up, and in the next video we'll introduce the Time to Begin book, and then we'll move into video lessons for each unit. Thanks.